9-1's characters have had fulfilling arcs across 7 seasons, but 911 Season 7's ending has potentially set the stage for one major cast member to permanently move over to the spin-off 911, Lone Star. With 911 now airing on ABC and the offshoot still on Fox, the chances of another crossover are low because competing networks don't typically help each other out. But that doesn't mean cast members moving between shows are off the table. 911 and 911, Lone Star are both owned and produced by Disney, so casting changes can happen that supersede network input. Given the trajectory of one 911 character's story, the actor may be plotting a full-time move to the latter. If it happens, their character would be an exciting addition to the 911, Lone Star Season 5 cast because they are so different from everyone on the spin-off show. Ryan Guzman has already appeared in 911, Lone Star. His character Eddie has connections to Texas and the 126. Ryan Guzman and fellow 911 co-stars Aisha Hines and Oliver Stark appeared in 911, Lone Star Season 2, Episode 3, as part of the first crossover between the two shows. As a result, Eddie has already met characters such as TK, Ronan Rubinstein, and Owen, Rob Lowe, making a full-time move for Guzman more plausible. It wouldn't be unheard of, it's not uncommon for actors to move between different projects in a franchise. Plus, 911, Lone Star films in California, which is the same as 911, so the actor wouldn't have to move to make the storyline a reality. Eddie's personal life imploded during 911 Season 7. Eddie continually makes big mistakes. Eddie, Ryan Guzman, is distraught on 911 Season 7 Episode 10. Eddie has been holding on to the pain of the past and how he didn't get to say goodbye to his wife, Shannon, before her death. His struggle to move on has had a detrimental effect on his relationship with his son, Christopher. While Eddie puts on a brave face and soldiers on, his relationships don't compare to what he had with Shannon. Despite their issues as a couple, they deeply loved each other, so unless he moves on, he'll be trapped in a destructive cycle of picking the wrong relationships. Eddie's emotional affair with Kim, who looks exactly like Shannon, causes ripple effects that will be felt throughout the next stage of his arc, whether that's on 911 or 911, Lone Star. When the affair is exposed, Christopher is left confused because Kim dresses as his mother, making him think his mother has returned. In the aftermath, Christopher decides to move away from his father and have his grandparents, who reside in Texas, pick him up. Despite his initial apprehension, Eddie lets Christopher follow his heart and move to be with his grandparents, setting up a different arc ahead for him. In addition to losing his son, Eddie's actions also make him lose his girlfriend, Marisol, who is stunned to find Kim in their home. Eddie doesn't have the best relationship with his own father, so he's desperate to keep things between him and his son in a good place. A new start away from familiar faces could help move things in the right direction for Eddie. A fresh start on 911, Lone Star would be worthwhile. Eddie needs to change his life for the better. Eddie, Ryan Guzman, holding Christopher's, Gavin McHugh, face in the 911 Season 7 finale. It's evident Eddie has deeply rooted issues that won't disappear overnight. The Eddie from 911 Seasons 2 to 6 would spiral out of control and make some more bad decisions, but the loss of both his son and girlfriend profoundly affected him and opens the door to showcase his growth. Eddie regressing wouldn't be a satisfying arc because he's continually made mistakes in the past. Returning to El Paso probably isn't high on his list of things he wants to do because of his history. Returning to Texas would be incredibly difficult, personally.